Everybody is stuff from the Hot Moving Podcast. And the New York Knicks have been surging as one of the best teams in the NBA. And it seems like the New York Knicks have won the offseason sweepstakes, the previous offseason sweepstakes, as we currently speak, man. I mean, look, there was a lot of questions about this trade between the New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves of trading Dante DiVincenzo and Julius Randle for Karl-Anthony Towns. And I think that, I almost wasn't really sure on who would win the trade. I was almost leaning towards the Timberwolves in a way because I was like, okay, look, you're getting two players for one, guys who can who average double digit scoring, and DiVincenzo, who's been really good at shooting the three with the New York Knicks. And that hasn't really been the case. Julius Randle has been struggling lately, causing spacing issues. There's been a lot of breakdown vids I've seen with the problems that Julius Randle has presented for the Minnesota Timberwolves, as well as Dante DiVincenzo not shooting at a three-point clip that he was shooting the previous season with the New York Knicks. And Karl-Anthony Towns, who I believe is one of the better big men in the NBA. I mean, you can almost put him in that first tier or low second tier. Not low second tier, sorry, high second tier, right? I mean, after you get through the Giannis, the Jokic, the Embiid, Embiid is questionable because of his health, and Anthony Davis, then you got to start looking at Karl-Anthony Towns. But this season, why can't Karl-Anthony Towns be considered one of the top big men who has been staying fairly healthy and has been in the lineup and averaging a double? And this team has been going on to a 20. He's getting 24 and 9, almost 25 points a game, almost 14 rebounds, and the team is sitting at 24 and 10, as well as the acquisition of getting Mikal Bridges. Huge for them, and he's been absolutely a great 3-and-D guy for them. And it's like, man, what can this Knicks teams do, right? I mean, they've been quiet. I don't want to say quietly, but they kind of have been under the radar, stacking up wins. And they're currently on a 9-game winning streak. And it's like, okay, and they won the other night without Jalen Brunson. Okay, how good is this New York Knicks team, right? I know it's still early in the season, but at 24 and 10, it is not a fluke. Anthony Towns has been able to stay healthy, no knick-knack injuries. And it seems like New York Knicks fans should be really happy on what they have on the court. And I think, what's his name? Is it Mitchell Robinson? He's been hurt. There's another big that that has not been added in yet, right? And let's see here. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, right? He's been injured, I believe, all season. I don't think he's played at all yet. So then that's another reinforcement that they can get back in the season, which is going to bode well for them, man. I mean, look, the New York Knicks have been absolutely impressive. Tom Thibodeau has done a phenomenal job with this team, and nobody really knew. They kind of did struggle a little bit early on, but it seemed like they figured out the type of offense they want to run between Brunson and Josh Hart and Karl-Anthony Towns and Anunoby. I mean, this. I've been very impressed overall. The New York Knicks. Can they win a championship, right? I mean, is this enough? Is this enough to get into a conference finals and if they get through and win the championship, right? I mean, it seems like they have all the pieces. I think I don't think Cleveland wants to see him. I don't think Boston wants to see him in the conference finals because they're going to give them all they can handle. Okay, this is not the New York Knicks of the past. This team seems like it's been built correctly for what they want to do and what Tom Thibodeau wants to do. And it's looking like they were the biggest. I mean, if you look at all the acquisitions the past couple seasons, between trade and free agency, I mean, this seems like they've done the best so far. And it looks like they've won out. Okay, so credit to the front office of the New York Knicks. I believe it was Leon Rose and all those guys. I mean, they've done a great job. I know James Dolan gets a lot of heat, as he deservedly so. Knicks fans do not like him. However, you don't hear too much about James Dolan. It seems to me that he's letting the basketball guys run the team. Okay, and James Dolan has kept his emotions out of it. Okay, and the New York Knicks, listen, they spent the past couple years clearing their books. Okay, getting rid of some players. All right, to put themselves in position to get a Brunson, to get a Karl-Anthony Towns, to get a Mikal Bridges, and here they are sitting top 3 in the West. I think that, yeah, top 3 in the Eastern Conference standings, which is absolutely impressive right now. So I got my eyes on the New York Knicks. Okay, not trying to get too excited for this team because like the Knicks is one of those teams where it's like, you know, Knicks, the mecca of basketball, right? They're the Knicks. They're in New York. Okay, and it seems to me that they actually have a winning product on the court in this 9-game winning streak, which is just absolutely insane right now. But they've absolutely earned it through free agency and building this team the right way with a core of guys that are gritty and playing hard. And Karl-Anthony Towns, he is fitting very well. He has fitted very well into this team, and you see how clearly he is missed in Minnesota. Okay, I'm surprised. I was shocked that they traded him. They didn't want to run it back. They didn't want to, you know, be in luxury tax hell or financial hell. But I mean, that's the thing. In the NBA, it's very hard to have a team that's really successful, but it's not that expensive, or a team that is successful, but you're gonna have to pay for that. That's just what it is. And it seemed like the Minnesota Timberwolves didn't want to. They traded a haul for Rudy Gobert, and Rudy Gobert has been awful. But it seemed like the New York Knicks have won the offseason sweepstakes and is paying out dividends massively. And Karl-Anthony Towns is leading the way. And it's been very impressive this season, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.